We do not promise to be good at puzzles. We promise to try to be improving at puzzles here on this channel. So I hope anybody who checks out the stream today enjoys what they see. So as typical, we'll start with the daily puzzle for Lichess. This looks to be a fairly simple one. You play Rook D8, remove the guard of E8. Rook C8. Okay. Okay, we could just play Rook takes C8, and then Rook C7, and then we go E8 Queen. Well, that wasn't too bad. Alright, best move for black here. At a cursory glance, we are down to one pawn, and looks like the obvious move here is King B2. King B2, something like Rook D1, A1 Queen, takes. Not sure what to take back with, but we'll get to that bridge when we get there. King B2, Rook takes A2. So the question is, do you capture with the king or do you capture with the rook? Because I know if you capture with the rook F6, well then the rook can just come back and you don't have G5. I want to take back with the king though, just so I can play this, but then you go, okay, you have king B3, king D4, king B4, king E5, king C5, king E6, king C6, F6, and it's not great. We capture with the rook, king D3, rook checks, and then you pick up this guy, and then you'll swing back to the F file. Yeah, rook takes on H2. Although this is still going to be a hard ending to win as black because white's 2 extra pawns can be pushed. Right. Back at it. Knight to C6 was played. The obvious move here is playing bishop takes, because then if you take back takes and you pick up the rook on A8. Is there another option? Takes bishop d7, immediately we can take down. And this knight is pinned and about to be picked up. So we've got to win back a piece by the looks of it. And it looks like bishop takes does just that, because if you go king f8, I've won my piece. And yeah. And this bishop is hanging on b4. Okay, so he captures back with b takes c6. Okay, yeah, king f8 is not possible because then you lose the bishop with check. And I've just won a piece in total. Looks like king d8. What was wrong with king d8? King d8, I guess you just take here and then... Oh, because you pin that to the queen? Okay, makes sense. Not takes c6. Oh, you could just take on b4. That is why you don't do puzzles super fast. Alright, back at it. Okay, looks like we're down a piece. G5 looks fun. G5 looks crushing. Because it kicks the queen away from the defense of this knight and allow me to play queen takes e7. Yeah, like g5, queen f5, queen takes e7, and white wins. Because we also can pick up this rook on d6. Yep, G5, Knight F5. Okay, didn't see that. But let's just say we can play takes on F6, takes E4, takes E7 with something. Yeah, how can we win material here? Takes, pawn takes looks amazing. Because... Okay, well, you could trade down knight takes G2, king takes G2. But then I'm up 2 pawns and a rook ending. Okay, what about takes F6, takes E7, check with the rook? Yeah, you play knight takes E3. Well, then you can play king takes, and this rook will get traded off, and I'll be up no material in a knight versus bishop ending. So looks like we take the queen, and then we take on E7 with the... No? You don't take on E7 with the pawn? Why is taking on E7 with the rook better? I don't get it. Oh! Because you pick up the knight on E3. Oh man, like I have said, people, we are not good at chess, but working to become better at chess. Alright. The immediate queen takes f8 pops out at you, and then you take and you play rook c8. But there doesn't seem to be a follow-out, or just king e7. King e7, rook c8. Just rook b8. What about something weird like knight d7? Takes with the rook? No, we just gave away a knight and we enter the same line. Alright, let's try this again. Rook c5, queen d8. Oops. I'm still attracted to queen takes f8, king takes f8, rook c8. Because, like, for example, if queen takes, king takes, rook c8. For example, if knight e8, then I can pile on. And you have to play defense. But I don't know if I've got too much ammo more than that. What if we go rook b8 first? Does that make any difference whatsoever? Check can be taken. What about something like e4? Just gains a tempo. Queen d8. Knight c6. E4 is looking weirdly strong here because you take on d4, then I think I have better motifs on taking on f8. Check. Knight e8. Bing. Knight. Oh, then I just get mated on d1. Wait a minute, if I take everything off on e8, I don't have forks. Foo. The back rank seems to be weak. I'm not sure on what to do here. What about knight c6? You hit the rook and you also threaten knight e7 check. I feel like that's the best thing I've got. Okay, knight c6, rook c7, knight e7. Oh man, that puzzle should have been a lot easier than it was. I was too concerned about mating the guy. Alright, where's my breakthrough? Okay, first glance we have knight f5. You're deciding mate on h7. Okay, but you can't defend it. You have to defend it and keep an eye on the knight. So if you play queen g8, I can play takes. And that's just a fork. Knight f5. If you play rook h6, that just drops the rook. Play rook g7, you drop that. Oh, come on, Lichess. Knight f5, queen f7. Can I play queen takes? Yeah, this queen f7 line looks better. Oh, I could still take on e7 because if you take on e7, I can take on g6. Mark. Okay, knight f5, queen f7, take on e7. Bing. Yep, and just like we said, if you take on d6. Okay, we are earning puzzle points back. It's good. Okay, bishop g4. I want to blast some stuff up and play like bishop f7, king f7, and g5, but that doesn't work. Wait, hold your horses. If you play queen g5, you attack the bishop and you also threaten queen g6 because this pawn is pinned by the bishop. And then you can play queen g6, check, king h8, takes, king g8, and then you can take on g5 and it's over. That looks wonderfully simple. Queen e4. There's no bishop f5. There is bishop h5. Come on, Lichess. There is bishop h5 after queen e4. But I can just play g4, and that traps the bishop because if you go to g6, I take it, and it gets trapped. So queen e4, bishop h5, we play g4. King h8 unpins, and now we take on h5. Oh, man. This one feels like a very simple puzzle. You play knight d5, attacks the queen. Queen moves, and then queen moves, I take on e7 with check. Queen takes e7, bishop takes a6. Knight e5, you take the queen, I take on e7 with check. King moves, and I take back. You take back on c4. I can take on c6. I win a pawn. Oh, you can take on a2. No, you can't take on a2 because of b3. Do we have anything else in the position here? I could take on a6 first, but that just allows queen takes a6. And now there's no pin. So knight d5 takes with check. King h8 takes. That just feels like it leads to equal material. Well, I can munch c6. Alright, so we've won a pawn. So I think I'm gonna play it. Knight d5 was wrong. b4. Rook takes b4, rook takes b4, queen takes b4, bishop takes a6. Okay, so just a diversion. Oh, come on, people. We're missing 1800 level puzzles today. Looks to be one move here for white. Rook takes e1, so that was easy. Knight takes f4, rook e8. Rook e8, queen takes e8. We don't have checks. Bishop takes f7. You go to king h8. Oh, I can play pawn captures on f4. Bishop takes f7, king takes. I can play queen takes f4. But if we take back here, we're just up the exchange and you have to move the bishop. If we play bishop takes f7, if it's declined, I can take with the pawn. If it's accepted, I can take with check. And then I can play something like queen d2. What if it's declined by king f8? Oh, if it's declined by king f8, I would play captures f4 this way. But you still can't take it, because if you take it, then I take the bishop on c5. No? Yeah, okay, it was just simply taking on f4. Oh man, we're giving away free puzzle rating points today. I want to take on g7 and just crush the guy, but I can't. I could play rook c1, we're threatening mate. You could block with bishop e8. Oh man, I'm tired this morning. Oh, if we go rook e1, Bishop c8, we can just play rook e8, and then we're going to win the bishop by bishop d7. No. It's bishop c3. Oh, dummy, you're threatening to take with mate, and if you take, then I mate you on g8. Man. Well, you just gave me an easier puzzle here. You take on a1 with check, king g2, then knight takes. Right, giving me some rating points back. And this one looks easy too, because you just hung the bishop on g3. If you move the rook, you have a way out for the knight. Oh, I can always just capture on e5. Then I can capture on h4. Yeah, this looks easy. Wait a minute. Takes g3, queen h7 is mate. Okay. So hold your horses. What about c4 first? c4 kicks the queen off the diagonal. Queen has to go back to say d1, and now we can take on g3. Knight takes on c4. If I take back here, you can take, and then I can take on g3. Okay. All right. The idea of bishop b4 looks really strong here. Come on, Lichess. Work with me. There we go. Bishop b4. Rook takes a2. Take the queen. Oh, you take the rook with check. Now you just the exchange out. So if you take, rook takes. Yeah, looks kind of meh. What if knight e4? Take on e4. You get mated on a1. Now if you take, you just take back. Knight d5. Takes, takes. It's interesting because that supports bishop b4. But I can play bishop b4 immediately. Oh, takes, takes. But then I'm still down big bucks on material. You're not going to fall for takes. But what you can do after bishop b4 is simply take on a2. Take with check. King h7. Rook c1, and you're up 2 exchanges. Which is actually probably better for white than what we have now. Let's see, here we have not that much time left on the stream today. Takes, takes. Takes, takes. And nothing, because the queen's going to outclass the two minors. Knight e4. Takes a2, queen e3. I'm rather clueless on this puzzle. The only thing I can think of is bishop b4, because that at least gives you something to fall for. Yeah, I'm out of ideas. Yeah, it's not bishop b4. Rook 8 a3. Oh, queen takes a3, rook takes a3. Huh. Alright, looks like this is a situation of mate the sucker and fast. Well, let's try check, check. Okay, that does nothing. f2 does nothing. And I could play rook h2 and get mated. What's the way forward here? Is it rook h2? You move the king to avoid getting mated. Rook h1, king e2. Takes c1, takes c1, f2. And you can't stop the pawn. Rook h2. Well, I guess you could play that, but then I have f2. Rook h2, king e1. f2 check, or rook h1 check. Well, rook h1 check forces the line here. So I'll take for black. Yeah, rook h1, takes c1, takes c1, f2. King d2, and I promote to a queen. f1 queen. Alright, everybody. Last puzzle of the morning. Looks like we just go queen b1. Game over. Yep, queen b1, game over, because we go king g2, we play queen f1, and then we promote. Wait a minute, what if we just took on f6? Oh, it takes. Okay. What if we played rook e8? Rook e8, knight takes e8 fails. So you're left with rook takes, queen takes, queen takes. And now if knight takes, then I play check and I pick up the rook. Looks like this is the way to go. Rook e8, queen takes e2, rook takes e2. Alright, everybody, that is it for the day. Sorry, we've been donating some free rating points today. We've dropped about 20 points in puzzles, but thank you all to everyone who watched today. And now we're going to do one of my channel's staples. We're going to raid somebody next. So let's pull that up and let's raid hashtag chess, some quality chess over there on their channel. So we are going to raid them. I hope that the hashtags have something good going for you guys right now.
Or, okay, then we can drop our queen back to f1, so we're not going all out for a win. We're just defending. c4. Oh yeah, queen c4 check.